In example 5, we're given a triangle MNO, and X, Y, and Z are midpoints of those sides. So MZ will be congruent to ZO, OY and YN, and MX and XN will be congruent. In part A, we're told that YZ, or this piece, is 3x plus 1. MN is 10x minus 6. So here we've got this large piece is 10x minus 6. Well, if we double 3x plus 1, so that'd be 6x plus 2, that's going to be equal to the length of MN, which is 10x minus 6. We can subtract 6x from each side. 2 is equal to 4x minus 6. Add 6 here. And we'll continue the work up top. And this would be 4x is equal to 8 divided by 4, and x will be 2 in this case. We want to find yz. We're given that it's 3x plus 1, so 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. You can double check that that works out here. 10 times 2 is 20, 20 minus 6 is 14, which is double of yz, and that's as it should be. If we look here at part B, we're told here that yx now, so that's this piece over here, and maybe I should do this in a different color because it's going to get kind of confusing. So stand by here while I get a different color out. Yx is x minus 1, so that's this piece right here. MO, which is the entire length of that side, is 3x minus 7. We're wondering what is MO. Well, if we double x minus 1, we get 2x minus 2, and that will be equal to 3x minus 7. We could subtract 2x, negative 2 is equal to x minus 7, then add 7 to each side, and x will be 5. If x is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4, and we could do 3 times 5, which is 15 minus 7, and that would be 8. So this side length is actually 8, this whole side length. That makes sense. Double 4 is 8, or 2 times 4 is 8. So MO here is going to be 8. If we look at angle O here in the next one, and for these angle ones, I'll choose another color. How about green? We're told that the measure of angle O is 74 degrees. We want to know what is the angle measure of MZX, this angle. Well, if we think about it, ZX here is going to be parallel to ON. And also, this could be a transversal to those two if we kind of extend it a little bit. So only looking at what I've kind of highlighted here in green, we know that these two angles are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles must be, or are, congruent, so MZX has to be 74 degrees. If NXY, or this angle here, is 74 degrees, we're wondering what is the measure of angle M. Well, if we look at that, it's kind of the same situation that we had before. We have a pair of parallel lines and a transversal, and they're in the correspondingly same location, so measure of angle M must also be 74 degrees.